This is a map of Africa. See the red X? Well, that's Kribi, a fishing town in Cameroon on the coast of the Atlantic. And here's where our story begins. They are a group of young fishermen willing to organise a cooperative and work together to change the lives of their families and the future of their communities for good. Over 200 people. But now, let's take a quick look at their challenges. All their boats are old and way past their prime, unsafe to venture on the high seas. The rest of their equipment is primitive and obsolete. Obviously, they can't catch much fish, and the fish are getting better at avoiding their nets. Their access to markets is extremely limited. They depend on middlemen who take all the profits, leaving them with peanuts. Also, they have no storage capacity, and as Cameroon is not exactly Iceland, their best fish rot in the sun. When men are sick, women take over and bring their children along. Many of them never come back. As they need all the help they can get, too often they can't send their children to school. What future will they have then? Same as their parents? Now, what would it take to change all this? Well, here is their plan. They would need a couple of decent motorboats. They also need some modern fishing equipment, durable and reliable. A walk-in freezer would allow them to store their best fish and sell throughout the year for a better price. A freezer van would give them access to inland markets, to better prices, to more customers. It would also eliminate middlemen and flies. They'd finally get to support themselves and be independent. With all this equipment, not only could they catch more diverse fish, but their yield would increase 5 times over, and in a good year, their new venture could become self-sustainable. So, in this scenario, they would get to see the results of their hard work while achieving economic sustainability for themselves and for future generations. Their success would have a tremendous impact on their communities. Women and children will finally get to stick to safe activities. Kids could go to school and be kids. Their living conditions could become decent and sustainable in the long run. Plus, their parents and grandparents could finally enjoy a better life. Now, all these are just projections, but with your help, together, we could make their dreams come true. This is the amount they need to make this happen. If successful, this project will put an end to their poverty, not for a month or a year, but for good. They want their dignity back. They want to work and get to enjoy the results. So, if you think this is much, well, think again. It's the price of a fancy sports car or a luxury watch. Together, we can make their dreams come true and become part of their new life.